Billy, this combo is nasty. I am just crushing people in the infinite ranks right now with this deck. We've got the combo with our main man. He's in the thumbnail. I'm Dr. Octillery. I gotta show some love to Dr. Octopus. All around a great card. I think a lot of people are scared to play him, but he is good. I mean, nobody wants their opponents playing their cards for them. Okay, that's why not everybody's running Agatha out there. You want to be able to play your own cards. Dr. Octopus plays them for you, and he's just so good and unpredictable. Really only see him in a Galactus deck, but man, he will throw your opponent off, and we are pairing him up with none other than Heimdall. You're not playing a movement deck here. You're playing a control deck with Heimdall in it. Nobody sees that coming. Turn 6 Heimdall surprises every opponent you play. If you're not playing a movement deck, he wins some serious cubes, okay? You can win so many 4 and 8 cube games with a turn 6 Heimdall in this deck. I mean, it is nasty. These two together, and independently, they're great. They still do their thing. So we got Doc Ock and Heimdall here in this nice control deck. You know, early game, we've got the control, disruption. You've got Iceman, Storm, Cosmo, Shang-Chi. I mean, just all these great cards. And then when it comes to late game, we get really, really spicy with the Doc Ock Heimdall combo I mentioned. We've also got Lizard and White Queen in there just for some good power. And hey, this is a budget deck. The only pool 3 cards in this deck are Dr. Octopus himself and Juggernaut. Everything else is pools 1 and 2. So in order to show you guys how I've been crushing my opponents and stealing a bunch of cubes in infinite ranks, I'm going to give you a turn-by-turn breakdown of which cards you should try to play each turn and at which location. So let me know how you like that, and then after that, we'll get into some good old-fashioned gameplay where I show off this amazing deck and this nasty, nasty combo. And before that, remember to hit that subscribe button below. Help me out, and let's get into it. Alright, so I've got this nice little mock board setup here. It's nothing fancy, but it will get the job done. So on turn 1, this game only has a single 1-drop, and it's Iceman. So if you draw Iceman, you play Iceman. If you don't draw Iceman, you skip turn 1. Okay, nice and simple. Now on turn 2, we have some options. Okay, ideally, we just play Scorpion right behind Iceman. If we don't have that, we're going to look to play Lizard or Armor. If you're playing Scorpion or Lizard, you want to do them on the left lane. Again, we are trying to build up to a turn 3 Storm. So we really just want to stack some power there and shut off that lane nice and early. If you draw Armor, however, you want to play them on the right. Okay, because when we drop Dr. Octopus on turn 5 and we pull their Shang-Chi, as you do when you play Dr. Octopus, Armor will give us the protection we need. So if we're playing Armor, try to do it on the right location. Even though it's not revealed yet, you should be fine in most cases. If you don't have Armor, you're playing Scorpion or Lizard on the left. On the third turn, all locations are revealed now. You want to be playing Storm to close off that location you have power. Now we're going to have 6 power if you had Scorpion there. If you had Lizard there, you'd have 9 power. Okay, so you can get a nice power boost early. Scorpion obviously is also hurting the cards in their hand, which will mean they are playing less power. Now, if you don't have Storm, it's kind of going to be up to you if you want to play Cosmo, Killmonger, or Juggernaut. Again, Storm really, really ideal here. If you have her, you play her. But if you don't have her, you're going to play one of these other options. And I would go kind of in the order shown. So I would try to save Juggernaut for the late game, just in case they're trying to go for a specific combo that you can mess up. And Cosmo and Killmonger, you know, you can go ahead and play those. If they've played Sunspot or a 1-drop you want to kill, and you don't mind losing your Iceman, or maybe you didn't draw Iceman and you don't have him on your board, go ahead and slap down the Killmonger. Any lane really works, played in the middle or on the right. But again, if you have Storm, that's the best play, Storm left. All right, turn 4. We're now looking to give Storm some backup. Remember, this lane is flooding, and we want to just get our last bit of power in there. So if you've got Lizard and Armor in hand, this is a good time to drop a Lizard left, adding 5 power to that lane. Being closed off, drop Armor to the right. Now, if you're really worried that your opponent's going to beat you on that flooded lane, if they've been dropping cards and power there already, you've got Juggernaut that you can play there to just hit everything they plan turn 4 out of that lane to secure it. Now, you do have White Queen in the deck, so if these other options aren't available to you, you don't have them in your hand, feel free to just drop White Queen. And honestly, you don't even need to drop her on the storm lane, because if you've got Heimdall in hand, you can always move something from the middle to the left lane with Heimdall on turn 6. Okay, so make sure to consider that. Again, Lizard and Armor is just great. Lizard to win the left lane that's flooded. Armor to prepare to play our main man. Turn 5, we want to be dropping Dr. Octopus. Okay, this is the ideal play. If you have them, you play them, and hopefully your opponent hasn't filled their lane yet. You actually want to pull as many cards as possible. Okay, don't be scared. Don't be intimidated. If you think you're going to pull some really big stuff and lose that lane hard, that's okay, because we're going to have our buddy Heimdall next turn. So drop Dr. Octopus there. If you don't have him in hand, that's kind of unfortunate, but you can always, again, just play White Queen. She's also going to give you a nice 6-drop if you want to play that on the last turn, and some intel into what your opponent is planning to do. Okay, you're going to notice the highest cost card they have in their hand, likely a 6-drop, not always, however. You know, that's the play. And if Dr. Octopus pulls something small and he just messes up your opponent's combo, you know, they're either just going to retreat right here, or it just sets you up for an amazing turn 6, and you don't even have to move Doc Ock anywhere. So last turn, again, we've been setting up this whole combo for the entirety of the game. We played Dr. Octopus right, Heimdall in the middle here. He will shift these cards to the left. You will give up the right location, okay, which is fine if you are already losing that location after Doc Ock pulled their big scary cards. And you're going to shift total of 13 power into the middle, plus Heimdall's 8, giving you a nice 21 power. Okay, so Heimdall is the ideal turn 6 play here if the numbers work out. And again, you might have some options if you're looking for a big counterplay. This deck has Shang-Chi. You still have Juggernaut or Cosmo if you want to really block your opponent, and you might have their 6-drop that you stole with White Queen if you ended up playing her. But if you do pull off this Heimdall play here and move Doc Ock and Armor over, you are going to end up with this kind of board. Okay, the first lane, you probably have 11 power with this. Obviously, if they fit 4 cards in there right away and discounted Lizard, that power would only be at 8, but that's pretty unlikely. I mean, you close it off at turn 4. The middle lane, you have a whopping 21 power, and your opponent going into turn 6 saw that you had 0 power on that location. Okay, they're probably don't even have a way to commit 21 power. So your Heimdall just surprised them, pulled everything over, and the right lane, which you have 0 power, is the lane that has all of your opponent's big cards, big win conditions that they were trying to save for turn 6, and you messed up for them. So that's the deck in the nutshell. Feel free to rewind to these previous steps and turns of how to play the cards and where, and let's get into some gameplay. All right, their hood to our Iceman. Don't know what kind of deck they're running, maybe just a destroy deck. And it's gonna swap the position of locations. Okay, let me play Scorpion middle actually, just in case I wanted to storm, if I draw her. I did not, that's okay. In case they are going to come down with a Deathlock to kill that hood, let's just play Juggernaut. Nope, they did not do it. Okay. Bishop. Okay, so maybe a Sera Bishop deck. Play this middle. Playing to the right is actually pretty good when you have Heimdall in hand. Okay, I'm expecting them to maybe just play 1 or 2 things. Sera turn 5 and turn 6 drop stuff, right? Typical control Sera, maybe with Hitmonkey. Okay, Enchantress, interesting. Okay, I got Doc Ock, which is what we like, and actually, you know what, I'm going to play their cards for them, and that doesn't help Bishop out. This also means the last turn we can run Killmonger and kill the demon if we pull it here. Enchantress, okay. Mysterio, Scarlet Witch. And, oh, that actually helps them. And actually got Killmonger out. Their own Killmonger. Does it have an effect? Yeah, it does. Okay. So I'm actually looking pretty good on the right. Now, the question is, do I Heimdall? I mean, I'm going to win the middle, right? Cards move there, get +2 power. They only have 3 cards in hand. But I don't have great options to win the left. I mean, I can drop 6 power. 7 power max on the left if it's not Heimdall. So I might as well just run Heimdall. But if it's America Chavez, I lose. So I don't think they're running America Chavez in that deck. It's a bit tough. I'm actually going to drop Heimdall. He's the most power I can drop on that lane. So that's what we're going to do. We win the middle for sure. Okay, they got Sera. Interesting final play. And the demon. Okay. Well, we took it. Pretty nice. Victory. Alright, starting off strong with Iceman. Can't play him left on Hellfire Club. That's okay. We're going to do the blind location here. Let's see what we get. Give us something good. Turn him into Hulk or Death Domain. You know, that's a great location. Do we just snap right now? I mean, they have to know that's bad for them. I mean, that sucks. If I blind play and it turns out to be someone you can't play in, let's just snap. Why not? Let's go crazy. You know, to add insult to injury, we're going to let them know that we have armor and we don't even want to play it there. We're going to show them. Now, maybe they have cards I can play there. You know, maybe we're about to see an Electro or something. But that's okay. Okay, we obviously don't want to play Killmonger. I mean, that would not be good right now. Let's do a Cosmo here. I mean, if we are against a Galactus deck, they now can't play in the left or middle. So let's see what they got. Daredevil. Okay. Well, we already snapped. Man, I just keep trying some Killmongers. Okay, Daredevil, unfortunately, they can run Professor X. And he will control the middle because he won't die. Then my Heimdall doesn't work if he's in the middle. Oh man, this guy's killing me. Okay, I mean, you know, if I had a 2-drop, could easily 2-drop left, Juggernaut middle, turn 6 Heimdall, but we do not have a turn 2-drop. So, you know, we're gonna do this. And, you know, this is actually all right for us. They do have Titania, so they're actually going to have 1 spot open. But I think it's okay. This could be even a clog deck. You know, having Daredevil and Titania does tell me it could be a clog deck. I thought about Juggernaut middle, but I guess it wasn't needed. Okay, what do they have? They played on the same lane. Is it a Goblin? Not be surprised to see a Green Goblin here, or a Hobgoblin. Okay. Now, the real question is, how do we surprise them? I mean, we've won the middle lane. They even use Storm over there. And if we actually Heimdall on the right, we're going to steal the Titania. Maybe that's it. Or we could play 2 3-drops on the left, you know. But if they have something to add to the middle, We don't want to do that. Okay, I think we can Heimdall here. This adds 2 power to the left. Bunch of power, well 5 power to the middle. And I'm going to steal that Titania, which they might not realize I can do. So we'll see. See what this comes up with. We will take that card, give it to us. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Doctor Doom here. Oh. Captain Marvel, unfortunately, can't go anywhere because they would lose on Hellfire Club. So, nice play there. We got the Doc Ock right and the Heimdall to push the middle, even into this tough location. Great showcase of this deck's power. And we will keep on climbing. The train keeps rolling. All right, we are losing our Lizard. They have lost Yondu. Could be against a Galactus deck here. They're obviously running Death if they're running Yondu. And Bar with no name. You know, Juggernaut is very good on Bar with no name. Heimdall, I'm going to have to be careful about. Might not be able to play him. And I got to tell you, this is great. If they play something this turn, 100%, it will be in the left lane and I'll hit it away. The question is, do they play something this turn? I mean, sometimes people don't. But I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the Snap Juggernaut play here. That's pretty nasty. You know, if they have a way to get rid of Bar with no name, that's obviously another great option. Scarlet Witch or Storm, Rhino. Oof, they do have a way to get rid of it. Or no. I'm a bit surprised by the Electro play. I'm now definitely expecting a Galactus. Because why would you play on Bar with no name? So I'm expecting a Galactus. Obviously they can't do it this turn. They're at 5 energy. Next turn they can. And if they play their own Dr. Octopus here, and he doesn't pull Cosmo, I'm in a bit of trouble, you know? Huh. So I think I actually want to do Cosmo. Just because I could be crazy with it. Okay, I'm going to do this. We're going to stop a Dr. Octopus play here. We play Dr. Octopus. We know how to play against him. We're going to take this dub. Okay, I'm actually going to do White Queen. And then next turn I can switch it up. Next turn I can do Heimdall right. Kind of wish we'd save the Cosmo now, obviously, but it was a great play to stop Dr. Octopus. They have Death there. Okay. Okay. So, I guess that was their plan all along. Their Death costs 8. She ain't getting the job done. I'm going to do this, and I think this has a decent chance of winning. I mean, they used their Arnim Zola. So, what are they going to do now? I don't think they have many options. I mean, they can add big power to one lane, but we're tying in the middle, and I'm winning 2 lanes. You know, I could even storm the middle. You know, storm the middle is nasty, right? Guarantees I don't tie the middle. But I think also just 8 on the right, 12 on the left is pretty nasty. Yeah, we like our man Heimdall. Who am I kidding? I'm loyal. I'm loyal. Heimdall can get it done. Huh. It's a bit of a weird play. Did they think that was the final turn? Oh, man! We took them out. We crushed these guys. Okay, 8 cubes. There you go. Now, honestly, their final play was bad. My Storm play would have also won. They played a bit odd, but we got it done. We used Heimdall to win all 3 lanes. Winning Bar with no name. Man, that's an achievement. Okay, I think I played this guy once or twice earlier. He might be the guy who has Galactus, but I'm not sure. He at least has a destroy deck. I mean, we got Deathlock. Nice little variant here. And we do have armor. Oh. We want to armor their Nova, but we also want some Hulks. I mean, come on. Right? Am I crazy for this? Am I crazy for wanting a Hulk? Now, I do think that they will have a Shang-Chi. And, you know, I've got Heimdall. I can push the Hulk left if I need to. So we're going to do this. We're going to block any Nova shenanigans. There we go. They really just played Deathbox solo on Nova? No. Okay. So we're against a Galactus deck. Like I said, I thought they were running Galactus from the name, and it appears to be true. We're going to snap, and we're going to protect our Hulk with Cosmo. Next turn, we play Doc Ock right. They have nowhere to Galactus. And that's how you do it. That's how you get it done here. Again, on the left lane, you know, we're taking some hits right now. Wolverine. Carnage. Okay, nice play there. Ooh, wait a minute. Does he get that bonus power? No, he doesn't. Sucks to suck. Okay, now, Doc Ock right sounds good, but I really wish I had Shang-Chi in hand. I mean, he's got some destroy cards in his hand, right? If he's doing fancy destroy stuff, he might just destroy all of his own cards here. And we go for it. You see a nice open lane for Doc Ock? You go for it. Let's take him. We're going to pull all of his destroy cards. We're going to Arnim Zola something. My Arnim Zola the Nimrod. Oh, got one of my cards in there. Okay, well, he destroyed the Carnage. It's good for me. Let's see where Nimrod, how strong that is. Okay, and he copied me. He got my main man. Oh, we hit the Heimdall. Oh, Billy. But there you go. I mean, I'm still protected with my Hulk. And these cards revealed after. I'm just kind of stomping this dude. Is it just me or am I crushing this guy? Okay, he has Shuri in hand. Obviously, it didn't work out. You know, if he has Shang-Chi, he could play Shang-Chi over here. But I can do my own Shang-Chi. This one's at 9. It almost looks like an 8, but I believe it's a 9. I can't play Deathlock. That's dumb. So I think I Shang-Chi, and that's my last play. There you go. Yeah, we are just crushing people. We Doc-Ocked. They Doc-Ocked. We just did a little bit better. All right, we are against the Frog Thor. No 2-drops yet, but they're coming. They're making their way to our hands. Let's get it right now. Oh, Sinister London. You know, that is interesting. Wow. Could really clog up the board. Do I even want to play armor? I think I'm going to leave it. I should have played armor. Yeah, why didn't I play armor? Don't Carnage it this turn. Wait another turn. Give me the luck. Play. I mean, it's turn 3 if you have Deathlock, but maybe they're planning to play something and Carnage next turn. Okay, see, there we go. And by the way, Green Goblin is amazing in Sinister London. I mean, just top tier. But luckily, we did get the armor, and we are thinking we're against another Galactus deck. Okay. So, we're just going to add big power. That's what we're going to do. Shuri, man, 2 Shuris. That is not bad at all. Of course, there's Galactus, a nice Flaviano variant. I mean, it's beautiful.
Clear for takeoff.
Okay, so what's interesting is got a lot of cards. I mean, yeah, we're in trouble here. Is there a destroyer going to be that powerful? I mean, jeez, we're getting wrecked. That double Shuri. Oh, they didn't play anything. They wanted to skip the turn to do some She-Hulk shenanigans. So they're still waiting to get a super powered up card. Hobgoblin's on their side. Galactus. Oh, we won that lane. Oh, these people. They are clowning right now. Okay. Now, unfortunately, they can still play the big cards they want to play. Right? That's still in the books for them. Storm Middle's pretty good. But I don't have Juggernaut, so they're just going to win. On the left, unless they do She-Hulk. You know, if they do She-Hulk, middle, doesn't help them out. She-Hulk, Taskmaster middle, I would not be surprised. And, you know, we can actually, we'll do, no, we need to do this first, okay. Don't mess up the move order. We're going to do this. We're thinking they're going to She-Hulk, Taskmaster, the middle lane, thinking they'll get 2 extra copies. Lo and behold, they did not get 2 extra copies. But hey, you know, maybe it's a Captain Marvel or something. You know what I mean? Okay. Just a nice 20 power play. Didn't get the job done, but, you know, they went for it. I respect it. Okay, you know, that's a fine location for us because they're not going to want to play there early. So when we play Storm there, this turn, apparently, we know we're playing on an empty lane. Let's drop the Storm. Probably going to play on the middle, I imagine. Juggernaut. Okay, man, look at that variance. Not too shabby. My goodness, great effects and everything. Okay, you know, we got a Thor in hand. I mean, we have our win conditions in our hand. If we have a hammer floating around our deck, I think that's okay. I don't think it messes up our draws because we got White Queen, Doc Ock, Heimdall. So I'm going to go for it. Now, I don't have an armor down to protect my Dr. Octopus, but maybe I don't need it. We don't know what kind of deck they're playing. They're playing Juggernaut. Could be control deck or Silver Surfer deck. Apparently Galactus. I mean, I've seen a lot of Galactus lately. You see a goblin, you should assume it's Galactus. Okay, well, there's my armor. I'm gonna do this. We'll see what they play, what they go for. Maximus, wow. Well, I armored the Nova. Not planning to, but it happened. And they've got a Silver Surfer deck, right? I mean, the Green Goblin's kind of weird, but they do have Maximus. I mean, I have to assume it's Silver Surfer still. Let's just pull everything, and maybe we're even winning this. Yeah, we're gonna help them play their cards. Man, these people, they've got, look at these variants and splits. Killmonger, okay, Goose, Silver Surfer. And that's how you win a game right there. Game's already won. They can only play 1 card. And it's kind of too easy for us. Am I right? Or am I right? My goodness. Play their combo for them. They're not going to be happy. Thank you for watching. Remember to hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you next time.